the, oh yes, wow, look at 15 minutes that are off because I didn't remember that I had to turn on the recording. But now, remember that after this conversation, please, you're going to receive, and I think in the format you had the link to evaluate and validate this conversation space. Well, I am sorry that I didn't turn on the recording on time, but well, let's continue. Edwin, you had something to say before I saw your hand up. So Edwin, what do you want to say? Edwin, where are you from?
Hello. Sorry, no. It's just that my mic was on. I'm from where I live in Medellin since 10 years ago, but I'm from a small town from Antioquia as well. But I'm from here. Yeah.
What was the name of the small town?
It's called Remedios.
Remedios.
At the northeast of Antioquia.
Hey, the people from Remedios are always healthy because they have the remedy. It's a bad joke, but hello. Hey, and what do you think, or what comes up to your mind when you listen to the expression "the world on fire"?
I think about climate change. Yeah, destruction. Unfortunately, yeah,
Destruction.
that's what I think. That's the first thing that came to mind.
Yeah, excellent. Very nice. Climate change, destruction. So I'm gonna get some information from people, what they have said, wildfires, that's the current situation in all around the world, the war that is happening as well, the climate change and destruction. Any other word before we continue?
Yeah,
Juan
the
Felipe?
excessive. I'm sorry.
Yeah, tell Edwin, yeah.
Okay. I mean the excessive heat that we are
Yeah,
experiencing some days and for too long, for many weeks, not only here but all over the world,
that's
in
right.
Europe, in China. Yeah.
That's right. We are overheating. That's right. Yeah, look at Rio Negro has been a cold place or town, you know, in the east is so cold because the altitude, similarly to Bogota. I don't know if Juan Felipe, who is from Bogota, has experimented that the weather, even though it is cold, is not as cold as it used to be. Juan Felipe, have you experimented that? That Bogota is not as cold as it used to be? Well, maybe Juan Felipe
Teacher,
doesn't
and
know.
vice versa too, because Cartagena is hot, but it's even hotter. I was there like
Yeah,
a month ago, and it was, oh my God.
I heard, I don't know if it is for real, that in Barranquilla, the temperature reached 46, I think Celsius degrees last month. And one person died just because the overheating situation. So that is dangerous. Well, look at this. I'm going to continue with this. Yeah, of course, pay attention to this. Recommendations for this interaction in here. Have you seen any other person asking for acceptance to join the group? Because I haven't seen any other person. Well, in here we have, remember, turn on the camera at the beginning or when interacting, because it's good to see people and that motivates more the interaction between the people who attend. Turn on your microphone, of course, when interacting, and turn it off when you are quiet. Raise your hand. In here is the symbol is not raising, it's asking for the word, or raise your hand. Use emoticons to interact, yeah, and use the chat to add opinion, yeah. do not just wait for the microphone on. If you have opinion or experiences or ideas, you can use the chat, yeah? You can use the chat and add your opinion or questions. And many other things. Yeah, so look at that. The chat is activated, so we can use different forms to interact, right? In here, let me show you this next slide. I'm trying to move to the next one. I don't know why this is not moving. Yeah, give me 1 second. Okay, move. Slide, move. Oh, yes, just click. Well, questions to learn more and keep interaction. Well, generally we have people who are beginners in here. I notice that most of you, well, all of you are advanced, you have good level, you understand and you interact well. So there are questions as what does it mean? How do you spell it? What's its pronunciation? If there is a word you want to know how to pronounce it, or if you want somebody to repeat something, you say, sorry, what do you say? Next, phrases to add your opinion or point of view. It is evident that, I think that, based on the information you observed, I would say that if I could, I would. I am sorry, but from my perspective, I have to say that I totally agree. Nevertheless, when you show a different point of view, yeah. The other element in here is, well, the question I had at the beginning. What comes up to your mind when you hear the expression, the world on fire? There is a person who has just joined the conversation. If I am not mistaken, is Andrea Martinez. No, who just joined? Andrea Martinez just joined the conversation, but she's trying to connect the audio. And who has not said anything about this question? I think everyone has spoken. Andrea Martinez Mesa. Hello, Andrea Martinez. Where are you from?
Hey, I'm from Medellin, Colombia.
Excellent. And Andrea, what's your occupation? What do you do?
Well, currently I just came from the US because I was doing like a cultural exchange there, but
Oh, really?
I'm gonna like restart the bachelor degree in education in the university.
Excellent. What kind of education program are you going to be in?
Sorry?
What is your education program?
Oh, like childhood. Yeah.
Oh, children
Yeah.
pedagogy.
Yes, yes, but I was in that program, but right now I think that it changed like the name. So I'm gonna be right now in infantile education, I think. That is the new
Oh, the new name. Yeah.
degree or something like that, yeah.
Excellent. And how was that experience living in the US?
Was amazing. Was amazing, was great. I went there like 2 years ago. It was like already 2 years. I just came like 1 week ago. Was great. I was like taking care of kids there. Um, at the same time, I was studying English and a different like another courses and all of that stuff. So yeah, was great. I was living with a family. I had there like everything. So it was great. It was great. I grew a lot. I grew a lot.
Excellent, fantastic people. Look at that. We have uh, a great experience to share, and that is another. We can invite you for a conversation next time if you accept the invitation, and to tell us and to share with people what it is like to go and work as there is a name for that when you go and work. And the
Yeah,
word
yeah,
comes
of
from
course.
French.
I will
What
be
is the
glad.
name of that?
Well,
Au
we
pair,
are
an au pair.
called Au
Did you
pair,
do
yeah.
an au
Au
pair? You
pairs,
work as an au
yes.
pair. Au
Yes,
pair.
that's
That
right.
is
Yeah.
fantastic. And do you find that offered in any program or something, or do you
Well,
have any special contact?
yeah, I knew that because some of my friends from the school, they made it. So I was like interested in know about it. And then, yeah, I was looking everything since the pandemic. I start the process because you have to have like at least like a a little bit of English since you're gonna talk with the people there. So you
And
don't
the
have to be
children, of
like
course.
professional. Yeah, but it's like a long process because you need like driver license, English, you need to be a student. Um, so yeah, it was like all in the whole pandemic, I was like doing the process, and then I went in 2021. um but yeah, I will be glad to share and give them the information because I think that everyone should do it, or at least something similar. That helped a lot actually with the language. That was the thing that like made me grow in that. So yeah, of course, I will be really really glad to share my au pair experience.
So we have to keep in touch. So we can invite you to have a conversation like this, but speaking about the process, what it is to be in the United States as an au pair, and the pros and against. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you are my special guest next time.
Thank you, teacher.
Excellent. Now let's continue. Yeah. Listen to the word. Well, this is a little activity. Let's see if this works. In here, you can, Edwin, can you read number 1?
Oh yes. Okay. Let me see. A large and intense fire difficult to control.
Yeah, in a second, you're going to listen to the words, a set of words, and you're going to tell me what word is described by this definition. Let's see,
Okay.
and Andres Mejia, number 2.
Okay. An intense, dangerous, and out of control fire.
Yeah, an intense, dangerous, and out of control fire. Excellent. Hey, Andres, the cameraman. You see? Well, Juan Felipe Buitrago,
Tell me.
please read number 3.
Okay, I can read, please. Excuse me. I can't read because I'm blind.
Oh, well. Hey,
Excuse me.
Juan Felipe,
Tell me.
you are Buitrago. Do you have any connection with the Buitrago who was the singer?
Ah, the singer? No. No, it's a casualty. It's a casualty.
Can you imagine? There is a famous singer, and remember, every December people dance
Yes,
with Buitrago songs. So
exactly. He's
do you have
He's
that
unpopular. He
experience?
sang. Tell me.
Yeah, do you have that experience that when you go to a place and they say, hey, Buitrago, sing a song?
Ah, yes, any person that said to me about the singer.
Excellent.
That
Well, so
if I have a relationship, if I have I have a familiar with.
yeah,
Exactly.
excellent.
With him.
Very
I don't
nice.
know.
Well, anyhow, you are famous now. Now with that last name,
Yes.
everyone say, hey, Buitrago, and they will remember forever.
Yeah, Guillermo
But
Buitrago, yeah.
excellent. That's right. Let's see. As Mr. Buitrago doesn't have a possibility to read it, Maria Alejandra is going to help us. Number 3. Maria Alejandra
Yes,
Flores.
yeah, the number 3 is an open air fire to burn trash or part of a celebration.
Excellent. Alejandra Hernandez, number 4. Alejandra Hernandez.
For an open fire in a camp for cooking and a central point for social activity.
Excellent. Andrea Martinez Mesa, number 5.
A fire that burns all around an area and destroy its property.
Excellent. And we have, whom else is here? Estefania Aristizábal Parra.
Yeah, number 6. A stream of hot, bright, and burning gas that comes from something on fire.
Excellent. And finally, Andres Mejia. Edwin didn't speak. Edwin.
Yes, I read the first sentence.
Oh, but continue Andres, did you read any? Andres, you can read
Yes,
number
I
7.
do. Yes, I do.
Well, but anyhow, repeat number 7.
Okay. A continuous light without flame.
Excellent. Now I'm going to play the sound and you are going to remember, you say, in number 1, this word, number 3, this word, etc. You are going to name each option. Pay attention. This is my beautiful voice. Glow, blaze, flame, conflagration, campfire, bonfire, inferno. I'm gonna repeat it, and you in the chat you can write number 1, inferno, etc. There is a new person in the group, Manuel Jose. Hello, listen to this and match the word you hear with the number that is the definition. Yeah, Manuel Jose.
Excuse me, teacher, but the connection is bad. And
Don't
I try
worry.
again to connect the reunion to meeting.
Okay, but don't you listen. We are going to play the words and you match the words with the definition.
In this moment is good.
Excellent. Patience. Just a little patient. Well, lights, camera, and action. Glow. Blaze. Flame. Conflagration. Campfire. Bonfire. Inferno. So just open the chat and write the word. Of course, the link in here is so big and you can go and visit the word, the link and identify the word. But let's see, number 1. What is number 1 according to the definition?
Glow.
Well, glow, 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 glow.
I'm sorry, I think I haven't understand well. Do I have to answer is the word for my sentence, the sentence that I read is the first one that I heard?
Yeah, the one you heard, but then you match it, the one you match, for example, glow. You listen, yeah, you heard the correct word, glow. Yeah, that is the first word. Now the question is, glow, glow's definition is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, or number 7?
Okay. Actually, I'm not sure because I don't see in which sentence it could be or it could have sense. So
I'm gonna repeat it.
I don't have.
Well,
okay.
So look at it here. I'm gonna repeat it. Glow. Yeah, now we have the word. Glow, a large, intense fire, difficult to control, an intense, dangerous, and out of control fire, an open air fire to burn trash or part of a celebration, an open fire in a camp for cooking and central point for social activity, a fire that burns all around an area and destroys property, a stream of hot, bright, and burning gas that comes from something on fire, a continuous light without flame.
I think it's the last one, the 7.
Oh, how do you get it? Excellent. That's the one, number 7.
Okay, yes, because I was thinking about the same word but in other context, and I think the only sentence where it could apply was the 7th one.
Exactly. Yeah, because glow is, for example, when you go to a party, you use
Yeah.
those little flashes that they glow, but there is no
Yeah.
flame. Yeah,
But
exactly.
But actually, I've heard that word in the context of a person that is like when someone is shining, or I mean, it's more like a symbolic meaning, like
That
when
is a
someone is,
figurative
yeah,
meaning.
like
Yeah,
like
you
when someone is
glow.
special, yeah,
Excellent.
like
Very
someone is
nice.
special,
Excellent.
yeah.
Remember that the vocabulary has different contexts and different expressions, but excellent, fantastic. Number 2, let's see.
Glow. Blaze.
So what do you hear? What do you hear? What do you hear, people?
Blaze.
Blaze, excellent. According to what I read, I'm gonna read it again because I know you can see it. What is blaze? A large and intense fire, difficult to control, an intense, dangerous, and out of control fire, an open air fire to burn trash or part of a celebration, an open fire in a camp for cooking, and central point for social activity, a fire that burns all around an area and destroys property, a stream of hot, bright, and burning gas that comes from something on fire. So what is blaze?
Maybe
Number
2.
6.
Well, 2 and is close to it. Is close to it.
No,
Yeah.
I think number 2 is conflagration.
Exactly. Well, yeah. A
But blaze
disastrous
is
fire that
6.
burns
I
over a
think
large.
6.
Well, you say number 2 is conflagration. Well, no, conflagration is when it well,
Maybe
well,
number 6. Conflagration is like number 6.
conflagration is number
No.
5. Number
Ah,
5, well,
yes.
conflagration is number 5 because it destroys the property completely. Yeah, when you see everything on the floor, totally charcoal or ashes, that is number 5, conflagration. Yeah, and let's see. In here in the chat we have glow sentence 7. Excellent, very nice. So now we know that conflagration is number 5 because Elizabeth told us conflagration is number 5. Now we are in the decision to take that is blaze. What is blaze? Number Elizabeth or Andrea said that is number 2, an intense, dangerous, and out of control fire. But
And 7.
7 is now glow. Yeah, 7 is glow. Edwin already wrote it down. And what do you say? What is blaze?
Maybe number 1 is large and intense
number
fire.
1. You are right, Miss
Alejandra.
Flores Restrepo. Yeah, so number 1 is blaze. Yeah, oh my God. Edwin, help me. Yeah, blaze. Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Help me with the spell. How can I return? Yeah, to the previous one. Yeah, no, I am moving up. Okay, go. Excellent. Yeah. So number 1 is blaze. So help me on the chat, blaze number 1. Yeah. Now let's listen number 3.
Glow. Blaze. Flame.
Flame, what is flame?
I mean, flame, it's kind of fire.
Yeah, but in the options given on the
Bonfire?
screen,
Or
you say 4. An open fire in a camp. No, the flame
I mean, it's
doesn't.
bonfire.
Ah, well, who says bonfire?
Yeah.
Buitrago.
Yeah.
Bonfire is number. Which one do you say bonfire?
And 6, teacher.
Number 6 is flame. Yeah, number 6 is flame. So please, Edwin, number 6 is flame. A stream of hot, bright, and burning gas that comes from something on fire. So when you see the flame, is that fire that illuminates, yeah, the fire. You see? Excellent. Very nice. Very nice repetition.
Conflagration. Campfire. Bonfire.
Oh my God, I think I moved.
Inferno.
Let's finish.
Glow. Blaze. Flame. Conflagration.
Conflagration, we already said that is number 5, yeah? Yeah, a fire that burns all around the area and destroys property or everything. That is a conflagration. Excellent, number 5.
Campfire.
Campfire, what is campfire? What's campfire? What do you say? Andrea, what do you say? What is campfire? Andrea?
campfire.
Yeah.
Then is it 4?
Yeah, it's number 4.
Finally.
Yeah, because you
Oh,
see, in
yeah.
a camp, you see, it is
Yeah,
connected
yeah.
in a camp. Excellent. Campfire is number 4. Let's listen to the other.
Bonfire. Inferno.
Bonfire. What is bonfire? Hello, Luisa. How are you? Welcome. What is bonfire?
Thank
I
you.
think Mr. Buitrago said bonfire before.
Flame.
The number 3.
Number 3, bonfire is an open air fire to burn trash or part of a celebration. Yeah, the bonfire. There is a bonfire. Well, there are 2 events that celebrate. For example, at the end of the year, I don't know if you remember that at the end of the year in Germany, they celebrate the transition from autumn to winter. Yeah. That transition has a special celebration, is that they have bonfires to, you see, prevent from people from death. It is an ancient tradition. And in Spain, there is a bonfire, and I don't remember the saint. They celebrated this festivity. I don't remember the saint, the
For
holy
example,
man.
they celebrate Christmas and Happy New Year.
Is it? Yeah, they get
It use
in the plaza.
bonfire.
Yeah, in the plaza, they have a big fire, and they say for when they celebrate that is another, that is not Christmas Eve, but New Year Eve. What's happening here? That of course there is a fire, and this I don't know why the
Bonfire is
connection.
not allowed for kids, for children.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Exactly.
I am going to stop it here because something happened with the computer. Now I am not seeing the presentation. Yes, now I'm gonna share it again. I don't know what happened with that, but well, I'm getting connected again because there is something happening here. Well, I don't know why the camera went off. Well, can you see me?
Yes.
Yes, I can.
Yes.
But
Yes,
you can see the PowerPoint presentation, can you?
No, teacher, the
No, no.
presentation.
No,
You're not
it's not
sharing your
presented.
screen.
Yeah, now I'm gonna look for the, yeah, I don't know why the computer sometimes, or the teacher is crazy. I don't know which one is crazy. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh. Apparently I am off, but no, but I am still in the connection. I don't know why it says that I have to join the Conversatorio again. I don't know. It says Centro de Actividades, Conversatorio. Apparently I have, oh yes, now I found it. Because it was telling me that I had to join the conversation again. Well, we have two new people. Let's say hello to these new integrants, Luisa and Manuel. Luisa, where are you from?
Medellín, Colombia.
What do you do for a living, Luisa? Tell us about you, Luisa. What do you do? Do you study in the university? Do you work? Do you have babies? Luisa. Well, Manuel, what do you do? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Hello?
teacher.
Manuel, well, I don't know because the microphone, something is happening. I don't see the microphone as active. Well, in here we have the bonfire. The bonfire, that is the celebration that many countries have, burning, you know, and in Colombia, there is something that is similar to a bonfire. Yeah, in the New Year's Eve, the people celebrate by getting a figure on fire, just saying goodbye to the bad memories of the year. Yeah, very nice. That is a celebration that we have in here. Excellent. And in here, Miguel says that he saw my fiesta connection. Well, I had problems with Zoom. Similar happened to me. You see, there was a kind of collapse in the connection. Well, and finally, there is one that is campfire, the campfire. Have you ever been camping? Have you ever been camping?
Not right now.
But me, but only in the city. So
Camping in the city?
like, I mean, in a special event, but not in an actual rural or forest area.
Oh, I see. Yeah, and you say not recently. I think it was Juan Felipe who said so.
No. I'm not in a campaign right now.
But you have never been camping?
No, exactly.
Oh, and raise your hands if you have never been camping. Juan Felipe is the only person who has never been. Maria Alejandra, have you ever been camping?
Yes, yes.
And Estefania?
Yes, teacher, I had the opportunity to camp in Tayrona National Park.
Oh, fantastic. What's the name?
Tayrona National Park,
Tyrona's National Park. Oh, fantastic.
Santa
Well,
Marta.
you were not camping, you were in heaven. That is the difference. Yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
Wow. And let's say Edwin and Alejandra. What do you say? Have you ever been camping? Andres Mejia, Manuel Jose, Luisa.
Yes,
Have
teacher,
you-
absolutely. I was in the countryside in a town named San Agustin. It's in Huila, Chocó.
Wow, people, what a wonderful experience. San Agustin is, it is amazing. I think it is the place where you can see the Milky Way from there. Do you see the Milky Way?
Or is it in the Tatacoa Desert? I don't know.
Oh, well, that is in Tatacoa Desert. Yeah, you see the Milky Way. Fantastic. Excellent. Well, now, excellent. We have all this vocabulary. I hope you had enjoyed this activity. Well, and conflagration is the burns. So if you saw Hawaii recently, you can see that Hawaii is a good example of what a conflagration is. Oh, well, Edwin says that he would love to know Tayrona and any other park in Colombia. Fantastic. That would be fantastic. If you go to Nuquí, Nuquí is another beautiful place. But if we speak about camping, camping is the source, the origin in many cases. And for example, who is the one who was in Nikia? I don't remember now. In Nikia was Ana Maria or Alejandra, who lives in Nikia. Alejandra, who lives in Nikia. Quitasol generally is on fire just because people go camping and they leave the fire on, and of course all the forest gets destroyed. The embarrassment, I haven't been camping. Everyone has been in one. Don't worry, Juan Felipe, we can organize a camping. Well, if you go camping, go to Nuquí or Tatacoa Desert. That is fantastic. You're gonna be, as me, hovering on the planet. You say, wow, this is an experience that I should have lived a long time ago. Yeah, very nice. Now, important data. Well, I don't know if you can open this link just with the screen I'm sharing. Can you open the link? World of Change, Global Temperatures, NASA Government. Can you just click and open it? Or I'm gonna try to copy and send it through the chat. Or can you see it? I mean, can you get the link and go to the page?
Teacher, I think you can copy it by doing right click on the link, and then you can pass it on the chat.
That's right. Excellent. I'm gonna pass it on the chat. Yep, here it goes. The idea is that you open it, and then you come and give us information about this. Hey, important data. What does Industrial Revolution have to do? Yeah, go and look for the information. This is the source of information, and here they are the elements we are going to illustrate based on that document. But you go open it, now you have access to it. Do you receive the link? So, and concerning these elements, let's see, Industrial Revolution. What does the topic have to do with the Industrial Revolution? Human activities, temperature increment since 1880. So what do they say in the text about that? The increment rate, yeah, what is the information given in the text about that? The thermal inertia, what is that? What does the text say about that? Which are the causes, yeah, which are the origins for global temperatures rising, and that we can say today that the Earth or the planet is on fire. Temperature fluctuation, 1 degree global change, records, baseline and measurement. What does the text say about that? Oh, why? Alejandra, come on, stay longer, 5 minutes longer, please. Alejandra, what's your email? Because in here, we don't have the link for the evaluation. I don't know if in the invitation you received the link for evaluating the space. Do you receive it? People. Yeah, in here, you have to go to the text and extract what the text says about these topics. Yes, that's the idea. That's the activity we are on now, Edwin. Is it clearer now? So I share
No,
the
sorry,
link.
teacher. I was just typing the question to
Oh,
make
excellent.
clarify to everyone. Sorry.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you. Thanks for your help. So the second question I have is, did you receive the link to evaluate the conversation? Or when you got enrolled, did you receive that link?
Yeah, I think that I saw it. I think that I saw in the mail for join to this meeting. I think that I saw the link attached to.
If you can get the link and share it with us in here so the people
Oh
can,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
of course.
please help me. And of course, let's do that. Alejandra, before you leave, tell us what's your opinion about this activity. How do you like it?
Yes, teacher,
Oh, yeah.
I really enjoy this space.
Oh, excellent. And what do you think about this Earth on fire? What do you think about this situation we're living now? Before you, yeah, I am just asking you before you leave, yeah, not to leave you just with, I want to say something and I have to go. Just in 1 minute, what do you want to say about the Earth on fire or the world on fire? What do you want to say about that? What do you think about that situation we are living now?
To think in actuation individual, it's very difficult. This is a situation que es colectiva.
It's collective, yeah.
It's collective, and I think it's important to find the places and the persons que puedan como aportar, ¿cierto? Como hacer algo.
Excellent. It's important to find the people and the places where you can act.
Participate with them. Yes.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. I like it. Beautiful. Alejandra, remind me, you are in Nikia, yeah?
Yes.
Well, in Nikia, there is a situation, people. Nikia has a mountain that is called Cerro Quitasol, the Quitasol Hill. It is very particular because the indigenous, I don't remember, Nikia indigenous group in the ancient times, they called that hill Quitasol because the sun sets behind that hill. But now there are many attempts to reforest, yeah, the space because it had been deforested. The problem is that the idea to reforest the place has used pine trees. So I think from my point of view, it's a mistake because they don't use native species. They use pine trees, and the pine trees burn easily. And second, they dry out the mountain. So, but it is an event that happens twice a year. How frequently do you see the mountain on fire, Alejandra? Twice, 3 times, 4 times a year?
2 or 3 times on a year.
Yeah, that is very common. And the most particular is that the mountain goes green again. Yeah, it's kind of a fight between human and nature. Well, thank you, Alejandra. Thanks, and very good idea. Is collective. We have to create groups, and that is one of the proposals at the end. What are we going to do? Is, well, we speak too much about this. We contextualize it, and we claim and we cry. But what can we do in order to make a real change for good? I mean, excellent, Alejandra. Blessings. I hope you can stay longer, but if you can't, my gratitude.
Thank you, teacher.
Keep in touch. Yeah.
Okay, thank you,
Don't
teacher.
forget about this place. And any other person is in here? Well, okay, Alejandra. Yeah, that is so lovely. Alejandra sends a heart, and we answer with a heart to Alejandra too. Excellent, fantastic. People, what information do you find about industrial revolution? What information do you find about human activities? What information do you find about temperature increasement since 1880? What information do you find about increasement rate? What information do you find about thermal inertia? Which are the causes? What's the temperature fluctuation? And 1 degree global change? What is the information given in the text about that? The records and the baseline and the measurement. What do you find about that? Any volunteer to speak? I am all ears. I wanna hear you. Just tell me what you have gotten out of the text. Hey, there are some other people who left. Sorry, they were called just Nikia. I did my research. Oh,
Teacher, I was just reading, apparently it's like a relation between industrial revolution and global temperature.
excellent. The text.
Like, yeah, like air temperature on Earth have been increasing since the industrial revolution. Human
That's
activity.
right. That's right. Yeah, the global temperature is rising radically from the very beginning of industrial revolution. That is fantastic. Very good important information, Estefania. Give me 10. Excellent. Yeah. In here, Manuel Jose has something to say. In Nikia, there is a big problem with the Quitasol mountain. It keeps on fire all the time because people want to inhabit it. There are many invasions, and there are many companies that want to build up, blocks in that place. Yeah, that's right, Jose Manuel. Fantastic point. And Edwin says, sorry, they were called just Nikias. I did my research. Yeah, well, my dear Edwin, what do you find? My dear Andres, what do you find? People, what do you find? Alejandra, Juan Felipe, what do you find? Manuel Jose, Estefania, what else do you find in the text? What else do you find in the text? People, Manuel Jose.
I'm sorry, teacher, but the link that you sent,
Yeah.
it doesn't show me any text. It just show me like a home page, but I don't see any specific test right now. So I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna share the
happened.
screen because I don't know if now I'm sharing the screen. Can you see it?
Yes, I can see it.
That's the link. That's the link. You scroll down and you find all the information. Yeah.
Okay, global world blockchain, global temperature.
Yeah.
I think
should I send it again?
no, let me try again. It's just that when I opened the link, it didn't show me. I don't know what happened, but it didn't show me the same
All
link.
of this information. Well, go and open it and let's see. Meanwhile, Juan Felipe, hey, DERO831. Hey, that sounds as a person coming from the future speaking in the chat. Hello, how are you? DERO831. Hello. Hi, I'm Daniela. Hello, Daniela. How are you? Where are you from? Daniela, we are at this moment, looking for information. Manuel Jose, Andres, Juan Felipe, Estefanía, Andrea Martinez, Maria Alejandra, and Daniela. Please open the link and tell me what you find about the information or the categories listed in the presentation. What do you find? What other information do you get? Okay, you're getting your audio on. Well, Manuel, any other thing? Manuel Jose, Andres, Juan Felipe, what do you get concerning the presentation?
I'm reading the text.
Okay. Read the text.
Teacher,
So
excuse
Manuel
me.
Jose,
I was
you can
plugging my computer. Can you repeat what are we working at?
Oh yeah, we in here you can observe that I am sharing a screen that is important data, world of change, global temperatures rising up, and I have some headings: industrial revolution, human activities, temperature increasement since 1880, increasement rate, the thermal inertia causes temperature fluctuation, a 1 degree global change, records, baseline, and measurements. So those are the headings to find information about concerning the link I have just shared on the chat. Yeah.
Okay.
So on the chat, so you find, hey, what else do they say about these headings? Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So I am eager to listen to your voices, people saying the information the text provides us for these headings. What do you say? Well, in here, Manuel Jose, can you tell us, open the microphone and tell us, Manuel Jose. Manuel Jose, what do you say, Manuel Jose? Sorry, but my camera and my microphone are not working well. Okay. So I'm gonna be your voice. Continue writing. The text focuses on global warming. There is a relentless increase in this from the year 2022. Even the glaciers have detached. Maria Alejandra, please tell us.
I'm sorry, teacher, but I think your connection is failing.
But if you want to talk, go ahead.
Edwin, do you want to talk? Or let's give the word to Maria Alejandra, and in a second, I give the word to you, Edwin, right?
Okay, teacher, what I think about these topics make me think in the movie of Don't Look Up. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Because let's think that some years ago we didn't know about the impact of our production or activities, but now we know. But it's like the scientist knows, the news show it, but nobody cares. And we know that we are going to, in a way that is going to finish bad, but we can't manage it, and we can do something good enough for prevent the things that are going to happen.
I know what you mean. Yeah, all of these, look at that is, if you observe, since 1880, practically a century, and nothing has changed. Very good point, my dear. Juan Felipe, Daniela, Edwin, Andres, Andrea, any other person, Stefania, what else
Okay,
do
teacher.
you find? Tell me.
Okay, teacher, I have read, I was reading the text that, I mean, on the greenhouse has produced, for example, due to the wars that happened, and also the change of temperature also is produced by factories. Yeah, by factories, manufacturers, and different things. Yeah, that for example, during the years, during the decades, the climate change has changed. Okay, this is the thing that I found.
Excellent. My microphone was off. Yes, excellent point. Yeah, that of course, manufacturing factories, industrial revolution has transformed the environment. And of course, you said something that at the end, that the climate has been affected, yeah, changed. Look at, let me ask you a question, people, about this. 1 degree global change. What does the text say about this? A 1 degree global change. What does the text say about this? A 1 degree global change. Edwin, what do you say? Juan, what do you say? Stefania, what do you say? Andrea, what do you say?
Teacher, I just was reading that part because was really like interesting to me about like 1 degree global change that isn't like is very significant because I mean it looks like it's like just a little amount, but it takes like a lot. If we're gonna see around the ocean, the atmosphere, the land masses by that much. I mean, like that amount of heat warm like a lot. So it's like really interesting because it says, for example, that in the past, a 1-2 degree drop was all it took to plunge the Earth into the little ice age. So
Look at the drop. Yeah, in the past it was the drop, and now is the race. Yeah. So look at in the past it was the ice age. Yeah, all the planet was frozen, but now 1 degree up, the planet is on fire. So look at the difference, and there are little changes, and there is one element that it is impacting to me. The measurement. Look at that, the measurement. What do they say about the measurement in the text? What do they say about the measurement at the end of the text? Edwin, Jose Manuel, Andrea, Elizabeth, and Estefania, Juan Felipe, Andrés, Daniela, Maria Alejandra. What do they say about measurement at the end of the text? And what do they say about the records? And what do they say about the increasement rate? Hey, the Edwin, who loves statistics. Edwin, you love statistics. The increasement rate, what do they say about that, man?
I'm sorry, teacher. I don't know if my connection has been failing or is your connection, but I lost some part of the conversation. So, and actually, I didn't, and I haven't finished the reading of the text.
Oh,
Sorry.
but just look at well, exactly. Don't worry, be happy. But the point is that you can look for these clue words. For example, increasement
Yes.
rate. You go and you find
Yes,
some
I'm
important
looking.
information. Excellent. And for example, let's give everyone a point so we can move faster and not to stay all day in this little part because there are other elements. For example, Manuel Jose, look for temperature increasements since 1880. And let's say Andres, look for baseline, the baseline. What is the baseline? What do they say about the baseline in the text? Andrea has already told us about 1 degree global change, that 1 degree drop in the past caused the ice age. And now the question is, what is going to happen with that degree up? Yeah, that is a good question. Estefania, what do you find about temperature fluctuation? Yeah, is the temperature fluctuation even, equal all around the planet? What do you say? And Juan Felipe Huitrago, which are the causes, which are the origins of this? There is a list of 1, 2, 3, 4 elements that are given as the causes of these temperatures rise. Daniela, and what is the opinion that you have about human activities concerning this point? So, lights, camera, action. What do you say? I'm going to project the text. Maybe that helps a little bit more, yeah? What do they say about the measurements? What do they say about the measurement?
Teacher.
Tell me.
Okay, the temperatures can fluctuate. For example, depending of the station. For example, in winter, or depending on the station, summer can be very, very hot. And the winter, we have winds and precipitations.
Excellent. And in here in the text, they say that temperatures, well, you see, fluctuate because because of that the thermal inertia that says that the temperatures are high in one zone of the planet, but cold and rainy in other places of the planet. So it is not a situation that is all the planet on fire, but maybe what is on fire in here, in the other side, is raining and flooding. And I want, exactly, that's a good point, Juan Felipe. And look at that in here. They say that the gas emission that we had in aerosols has contributed to the pollution but the pollution control try to reduce the temperature, the greenhouse effect. But there are many other gases, many other things that cause dangerous gas greenhouse effect on Earth. Pay attention in here. According to ongoing temperature analysis led by the scientists at NASA, the Institute for Space Studies, GISS, the average, now Edwin, look at the average global temperature on Earth, it has increased, has increased by at least 1.1 Celsius, 1.9 Fahrenheit since 1880. The majority of the warming has occurred since 1975. Yeah, for example, in 1975, I was, let's say, from 75, I was 8 years old. I was a baby. Many of you were not born at that year. Maria Alejandra, when were you born? What year were you born in?
In the 1993.
In 1993. Look at Juan Felipe, when were you born?
31st January.
But what year?
1981.
1981.
1991.
1991, yeah.
1991.
Well, people from the 90s. Oh, yeah, Andrea Martinez, when were you born?
Here in Medellin.
But when? What year?
Oh, 1995.
Well, 90s, yeah, people from the 90s.
Yeah.
Estefania, when were you born?
In the 90s to 1984.
1984. And Andres?
1989.
Wow, very young people. I am the veteran in here. Andrea Martinez, when were you
Hi, can you hear
born?
me?
Yeah, when were you born? And Daniela, when were you born?
Yes, no, I'm not that young anymore. 1884. 1984.
1984. Oh,
Yeah.
great. Yeah, but a baby too. Yeah, because you have, wow, excellent. From 84, you're a baby. If I told you, in a second, I tell you, and you're going to say, wow, excellent. Juan Felipe, when were you born?
A year?
When were you born?
Year or city?
And the year.
Oh, the year. 1991.
1991. Hey, and Edwin, what happened with Edwin? Andrea Martinez,
Yes, teacher.
when were you born?
I said teacher, 1995.
Exactly. Sorry, I repeat because the frames change. Very nice. Look at that. We, I mean, you are received because I am 19. Guess. Hey, guess. What year was what was my year? When was I born? What year? Calculate. Anybody?
You said you were 8 in 1975?
Well, no, but I am a lot older. Well, not at all. Yeah.
1969.
1967.
Well, very good calculation. 68. You were in between 67 and 69. Now I was in 1968. And look at that. We have received, and you young people have received, you know, the consequence of this, oh my God, this global warming. Look at that in here. They say that, and let me try to find where they say the origin of this global warming is human action, you see? And they say that, let me try to find the place where they say that, oh yeah, the rapid economic growth after the World War II. Look at that, we have boosting greenhouse gases. So, and we have had aerosol production, and here the human activity, yeah. So the chemical composition of the atmosphere in the greenhouses, and I don't remember where I saw that they say that we produce, well, I don't remember where I saw, is the second part, where they say that we, with the production we have, with the elements that we change in the planet when we cultivate and we make transformations of the land, we change the planet forwards. Now, for decades, these decades, look at that, the transformation of the planet began practically slowly since 1880. Well, according to the records, they started. That is why the baseline for this measurement is the record kept from 1880 to 1994 or something. So 1951. So look at that. That is the base. So they began making analysis from the past, yeah, 1980 to 1939. So that record, that period is the baseline. Oh, look at, we have the ground. Well, it's a sorry that Edwin's connection failed, because that is the topic of statistics that tells us that, you know, this is the baseline to make the comparison and to tell that we are really living a dangerous situation. And as Andrea mentioned before, if we see that just a degree down caused the ice age, the question is, what are we heading to with 1 degree up? And the statistics says, look at the statistics shows how the temperature grows faster from 1960, my decade, to 2020, our decade now. So the temperature is always on the rise. So people, that is something that, how do you feel about that? Well, I don't want to be chaotic. I don't want that you go to the psychologist after this, but is worrisome or not? What do you say? How do you feel?
Hey, teacher, the outlook, the purposes down the line is really critical in terms of, for instance, for the human being. Most of our cities, for instance, New York, the coast cities, the ramifications over all the cities and the impact will be really fearsome. And on the other hand, the corals, there is a process called the bleaching. It's a process that can affect the marine life and even the biodiversity. For instance, the biodiversity in the tropic, in the rainforest, they are more prone to suffer all these ramifications.
That's right. And look at that. I don't know. Tell me events that have marked your life. For example, for me, 7 years ago, I woke up and turned on the computer, and I saw that in Chile, Chile, let's say a beach, you know, that those beaches are elongated, and there were about 7,000 what is the name of these lobsters? Yeah, died all along the beach. And then a week later, there was a bunch of whales laying all along the beach. And I said, what happens? And they said, there were many theories, the pollution of the ocean, the other is that the eggs of the planet is moving, so they got lost in the way, and they got stranded on the beach. So my invitation is to open this presentation, and everyone is going to choose a link. And the idea is that you describe what you see, description. And here is narration. What do you see? And that is going to be testimony of what's happening now all around the world. Do you receive the link? Can you open it? Can you open it?
It's charging.
Is it a
Okay.
presentation about the world on fire?
Is this presentation, but I want you to have access to these links so you can observe and describe what you see. Yeah, because it's the moment to go on description. Yeah. So I want you to say, hey, I describe this, I see this. Or if you want, I'm gonna try to get some links from here and share them on the screen. I don't know if I can.
Que no traen tanto sesgo en la información.
Can you find it? What do you say, my people? I don't know if you can get it. Can you get it now? Is it visible? Or if you want, I can show, but then you go this.
I can see them. Let me just.
Is it opening?
I see them. Yeah. Let me
Excellent.
check.
So
Yeah, it's a
select
video,
once.
right?
Excellent. There are some videos. So what I want is that you make a selection of one link, and then let's say in 3 minutes, yeah, you get the picture, and then you say me, and you describe what you see. Yeah.
Okay.
You make a description.
I can pick the first one, the wildfire from Oregon.
Excellent. Excellent. Now tell us what you see. Well,
Okay.
I give you 2 minutes so you get the idea and you describe what you see. Yeah. No
All
worries.
right. It's a terrible wildfire. It's a horrible video. I see the trees burning. It's someone in the road, like firefighters, I think. There's a lot of smoke, and everything is burning. The trees, the animals. There's a lot of smoke. The firefighters are there, in the road, and I don't know. They're just trying to fight this fire, but I don't know. This is what I see. Just everything burns down, and it's really sad
Excellent,
to see.
Daniela. Well, it's not excellent that it's happening. It's excellent description. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
It's a really very sad video to see.
Yeah, it's sad. I insist. I don't want you to go to the psychologist after this. You say, no, that conversation got me on my nerves. Oh,
Yeah, but it's worrying.
we're gonna die. But
change. Yeah.
But the idea is to create this mindfulness concerning the situation. Let's see, Andrea, Juan Felipe, Estefania, Maria Alejandra, whom else is in here? Hey, what happened to Edwin? It is a sorry I don't have his link because he was eager to participate and something happened with his connection.
I only heard the description. Okay, teacher, no problem.
Come on, Juan Felipe, give us a description.
Yeah.
Stefania, come on. Andres, come on. Andrea, come on.
I'm trying to open the link, but I can't. I don't know how
I can't. I can open the link.
No? Oh, it says, well, let me try
I send it
again.
again. I don't know if you can guys open it. I send the link again.
Yeah, I also shared
Teacher, I
other.
have a question.
Tell me.
What is happening that the last description?
Where was it taking place? In Oregon?
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
In Oregon. And it was a fire. Yeah. I don't know. Let me stop sharing and I'm going to try to get the links out of the PowerPoint and send them to you. If I find myself.
Teacher, excuse me, what is Oregon?
Oregon,
I don't remember.
That Oregon is near Massachusetts or not, Andrea?
Okay, near to Massachusetts. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I'm actually like it's like funny because I'm not like the best in the geographic like there, even if I were like around a lot. So I still have to see like the map to learn all the states where they at because I was in the East Coast, like Virginia, DC, New York, all that part. So is the one that I know more. But believe me, like the other ones are like really tough for me still.
And you know,
You maybe you know more.
no, and you know, my problem with the geography is that even with the Colombian geography, sometimes but the point is that when I have these elements, when you say, oh, well, Oregon, and I remember that there is a connection because they say Oregon, Massachusetts, and something like that. That is why I say so. But of course, hey, there are less people. What happened? The people didn't say goodbye. What happened to them? Did they get upset with sharing or what? What's going on? I am sad. Where are they? Well, people, now I'm gonna share some of the picture. Well, maybe the sharing with the PowerPoint is not easy. I'm gonna pass some of them so you can see them. Let me check. Excellent, Andres. Connection fell down. Now look at this. This is in Turkey. Yeah. Look at this. Now it is not in the United States. It's in Turkey. You see? Look at. It is 3 minutes, but I'm gonna accelerate it a little bit. You see? Look at. Wow. So imagine what's gonna happen after all this smoke, you see, travels all around the planet. So that is a good question. Now I'm gonna share other. This is in Tenerife. Tenerife is in Spain. Look at Tenerife, Spain. You see? Tenerife, Spain. Well, let me try to see. The one in Oregon, is this the one you saw, Andrea? Yeah? The one in Oregon? Look at. Very scary. And let me try to find something in here.
Teacher, actually, I just remember like the case about the fire in Canada. I don't know if you remember that it was like huge. It was like really big since it came to the most of the part of US. So I was like maybe in the middle of the East Coast, and it was like really that the sky was like that.
Orange and red.
Was orange, was yellow, and you could feel so bad like being outside breathing. It was like really difficult because you feel that you was like around some fire or something. So it was like really
And the
scary
breathe,
because
how do you breathe? With difficulty? Do you feel any?
yeah, it was really like you were feeling that the air wasn't good, that it was something, for example, when you are like around the fire and like the all that came to you, um yeah, you could feel like choke and no good at all. So we really avoid to be outside because yeah, it was really bad. So I just like wonder how big was that damage that came, even not just like the states in the north or of that up there, like even in the middle, because for example, New York was one of the worst ones, um, was horrible. And it's
That's
like
right.
there's those things are the ones when we wonder like what is happening, like why is that big things in the nature, because I don't know if I knew already like what was for is someone like it was because the heat or the or it was some people that was doing that. I'm not sure what was the reason.
Yeah, the reasons given about, for example, the one in Canada, they say that in Canada, well, there are cycles when, especially when there are pine trees, where there is the end of summer, some sectors get on fire. But the point is that the wind blew harder and it spread. But for example, in Hawaii, you know that Hawaii was on fire as well. And there is a picture about that concerning Hawaii. And the invasive plants are the ones, yeah, given the responsibility of the spreading of the fire, because these seeds or this wheat grows, dries, but there are no animals or there is no control, and the fire consumed them, and as they grew higher than the native plants, so they pass the fire easily to the rest of the plants, and the fire spread all around Hawaii. And look at that, people had to run to the sea or to get to look for safety, but many people didn't make it. I think 84 people died trying to run away from the fire. And look at that, in the text they said, the weather is hot in one sector, but cold in another. And look at what happened in this, what is happening now in California with the Hillary storm, the tropical storm Hillary. Look at this. I don't know if you can see.
Back at the end of the winter and early spring, and now this. So this is a little contrary to some of the recent drought stories that we've been following in recent decades in Southern California. One thing or the other here. Well, first came the rain and then the mud, and now heat is going to be building back into the Southwest just days after Tropical Storm Hillary unleashed flooding rainfall.
AccuWeather's Bill Waddell is live in Cathedral City outside of Palm Springs. Bill, it still looks like a mess out there.
Yeah, Michelle, Jeff, good afternoon to you. Yeah, quite a mess out here. All of the rain from Tropical Storm Hillary that fell both here in the Coachella Valley and up in the mountains, it sent a lot of mud sliding right down into this community. You could see it, you could hear it. There is heavy equipment helping to scoop out all of this mud. A lot of people out here with shovels and rakes helping their neighbors, and you can also see a number of cars just on this street alone still buried in mud. In spots, that thick, sticky mud is 1 to 2 feet deep, if not deeper. Officials say more than 50 people had to be rescued from this area Sunday into Monday. And
but look at the consequences of this. This mud, they said, and they say at the end of the audio, that they have to rush, because if it dries out, it gets compact. So it's going to be very difficult to remove it. So that is what they are trying to remove it faster. But it's hard because at the moment, for example, with the shovel, they try to get it, but it melts or spreads all around the shovel. So that is why they are trying to use these machines. But look at that, the machine doesn't get a bunch of it. So because it's very liquid. The point is that it is very liquid now, but if it condenses, it's going to be a rock. So it's going to be a great effect, negative effect. We are about to finish, but there is an element that I want to, well, I wanted to have from you, that you write your words, or that you created a kind of campaign to prevent this from happening. I don't know if you can, in 5 minutes, create a little campaign or a motto, or share an idea to, do something in order to save the world. Can you take, let's say, 3 minutes to come up with an idea for a campaign to save the world? What would you create? What would you design? What do you say, Andrea? Andrea, Andres, and Daniela, and Estefania, and Juan Felipe.
Me, teacher?
What happened? Yeah, please tell us.
Okay, teacher. That I mean that a good campaign, for example, when I went to Medellin, it seemed, I mean that good idea, for example, in the metro all time, by speaker announce, for example, about please care the metro, and all things that you take account at the moment of going up to the metro.
Excellent point.
Yeah, is exactly. So I mean that in all the world, maybe it would make by speaker all moment create awareness about the importance of caring the planet, of protecting our planet. For example, don't put the garbage, and don't put the garbage to the rivers, to the seas, care the lakes, or yeah, for example, in Medellin, I like that. I like that in the metro, on this thing, in the stations of metro, by speaker announce all time the importance, create awareness. Yeah,
yeah,
that is important by a speaker, because by mean of the audio, by mean of this of the sound, the people take awareness. Yeah, this is my purpose.
I agree with you. Yeah, constantly speaking to people, we raise awareness, and the people slowly change. Yeah, excellent. Thank you, Juan. Estefania, what do you say? Estefania from Cartagena.
Hi, Teacher B.
Oh, Andres, go.
Okay, I would like to point out that the key word is adaptations. That should be a top priority, imperative, since the global warming is a process that is completely irreversible. There is no way to turn it back. Our duties could be reduce gas emissions, methane, all the gases that come from human activity. Over the history, the planet has experienced different periods of heat waves.
Mm-hmm.
And from a geological perspective, sooner or later there will be more intense global warmings that could affect even our systems. That's why, from my point of view, is adaptation is to be our top priority.
Excellent. Fantastic, Andrea. Thank you. Andrea Martinez. Andrea, remember the mail for us to program the activity.
Yes, yes, teacher, of course. Where do you want me send you the information of which mail?
Martin dot Tobón
Okay,
at
let me.
uda.edu.co. I'm gonna write it on the chat. And people, if you want to interact later, why not? Yeah, we can look at Martin dot Tobón at uda.edu.co. Yeah, that is my email. Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent. And Andrea, what do you say about this? And Daniela and Estefania. Andrea, tell us.
Well, definitely, to be honest, I always been really like planet friendly, you know. I always been like caring about the lights, the water. Actually, here in my house, we kind of are recycling like all kind of things, even the water that came from the washing machine. The last water that is like the cleanest one, we use it to wash, for example, the bathrooms or the house, or wash the mop, you know, all those like little changes. As well with the lights, just like have them off when it's necessary. um and what else, we separate like the plastics, the in the malls. There's like a machines that you take the bottles, the plastic things, and you throw them, and they give you like receipts or tickets to get stuff, you know, to get food, to get toys, to get all kind of things. So that's like I think that is like really good promotions that like the city does for encourage us to be like recycling, you know.
In here, for example, in the East, La Ceja has the best plan because they have different days to go and collect the trash. Some days is organic, some days the other elements that are recyclable, and other days those things that are the remains of construction, the breezes. And the point is that I think it's the only municipality that does that organized collecting of the trash, because in many cases many people separate in the source, but when they go to the car they melt it all. So the people say, what's the sense of that? I think it's politically irresponsible to say we are saving the world and they don't organize this collecting. Very nice, Andrea. And Daniela, what do you have to say, Daniela?
Well, you were saying that it's not something to be worried about or not to scare or something, but it's kind of it is, because for example, something that I do, I also try to be eco-friendly. I have two babies. I have baby boy, he's 10, and another baby boy, he's really a baby, he's 5 months old. So as a mother, I think the responsibility start by one itself, right? So I try to teach them to the importance of not to throw a paper in the floor. I mean, some people see it like, well, that's nothing, but it is something, and it is a big deal. Sorry. So yeah, I think the education starts by home, right? Teaching our families, our people how to take care of the planet. People don't see it as a big deal, but it really is. For example, the heat that we are experimenting, it's because of that, of the climate change. This heat, this hot that we get, it's not a normal situation. And if you can see Europe or the United States, that's pretty hard to see. Like the video we saw and everything, and the contamination in the water, and there's a lot of stuff. We need to like create awareness.
And you notice that it is not only in the United States, it's not only in Canada. Look at Tenerife, Spain,
Yeah,
Turkey.
Europe, it's like hell.
And in Colombia, El Tiempo said that in Boyacá, Huila, is the greatest affected zone in Colombia. It is Boyacá, Huila, and the third is Antioquia. Can you imagine? And Juan Felipe says that Mexico is very polluted. Yeah, the city is awfully polluted. That's right. And Estefania, what do you have to say, Estefania Parra?
Sure, I agree with my classmates. The small changes, like, they are important, but also we can do all that recycle thing. But if the big industries don't do a little bit effort, anything is gonna be enough. So the main problem is not just about consciousness and awareness, and it's also about laws, about the role of governments. So
And what you mentioned is so important. And look at what Daniela mentioned before. We have to teach children, because now apparently adults don't want to see that what we are going to, and Andres says something that is very important. Hey, teach children to prevent this from happening, but at the same time, teach them that they have to adapt. Now, the creams or helmets or a new clothing design, but it's adaptation. And the other element is that, of course, as people are money-minded, money is the most important. Then they say, natural resources. No, we are going to plant other trees, but what kind of trees do they plant when they destroy the forest for a new housing project? Or they say, for example, well, we are going to have, I don't remember who is from Apartado, and we are going to have the dock, and we are going to export, and we are going to make millions. Yeah, but what's going to happen to that part of the of Apartado Sea, the offshore? How this is going to be affected? Nobody cares. And the plastic, you know, the bottles, this bottle is, this bottle is kind of plastic, but the bottles that are not recyclable, and that you use it and you discard it. So the amount of production, well, and you say, well, the industry, but man, if you stop it, you stop jobs and stop the production. Yeah, but what if we make a change to have one element that we can recycle or use many times, and not to discard after one single use? Yeah, and then all that pollution is going to destroy us at the same time. People, I have enjoyed this time. I don't know what's your evaluation of this conversation. How do you feel? Juan Felipe, Estefania, Daniela, Andres, survivors, Andrea, how do you feel with this conversation?
Was really meaningful, teacher. I learned a lot of vocabulary.
Excellent, thank you. And let's motivate ourselves to adapt and to make changes. Excellent, Andres. Andrea, what do you say? How do you feel? tell me, how do you feel?
Great teacher. I think that is like a great space to share like an important theme, an important like topic that we really need to care about our planet, about the temperature. Um, so, and yeah, actually, it really helpful for vocabulary and reading and all of that stuff.
Excellent, thank you. And the
Thank you.
motivator, was it a good motivator?
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, excellent, Andres.
Okay,
Daniela, what
teacher.
do you say? Daniela, what do you say?
Yes, we're not learning only English, we're learning about a very important topic, the one that you choose, and that's really good. It's very interesting. So I enjoy it
Excellent.
a lot.
Remember your children, Juan Felipe.
Yeah.
Okay, teacher. No, I feel very good, very great, because it was a good opportunity to know people, to interact, to participate and express ideas about the what thing that we are worried more about the world. No, around the country, not only around the country, around the world. And yeah, it's very important what other person said. Okay, to learn new vocabulary and improving, reinforcing
Excellent.
English knowledge.
Excellent, fantastic. And remember, don't you go to the psychologist after this, I hope, because this is worrisome at the same time. Yeah. Stefania, thank you, Juan Felipe, thank you, Daniela, Andrea, and Andres, Stefania, the survivors, because we had other people, but I don't know, maybe the connection, as Edwin said, collapsed, and Manuel and Luisa disappeared, and Maria Andrea, well, she had to leave. But Stefania, what do you say?
Teacher, I think it's a really important subject to talk about it. And we also learn a lot of vocabulary and pronunciation. Temperature, for example, that's a word that has been always like difficult for me. So thanks to you.
Thank you all, and I hope to see you. If you could open the presentation I had in PowerPoint, at the end there is a song. There is a song that invites us. Oh my God, where is it? The song is Mother Nature, SOS Mother Nature. The singer is I forgot the name. Will. The name is William, but he says by Will I am William. That's the singer, and the song invites us to think over. Hey, well, I am going to read it just so fast. 1 second. Look at the say, Lord, come down and help us out. Send us an angel, help us out. SOS, help us out. Looking around, and I'm watching the world. People killing, people dying, people lying, people blind. People don't see the sign, watching money all the time. Well, it's not in rap, but I don't know. The rhythm is getting me to read like that. Get the pennies, get the dimes, get the dollars. In the mind state of the human race, people on the paper chase. The environment is fragile, and we've been on the gradual decline in a lifetime, or lose the battle. Get burned by volcanoes, get blown by tornadoes, because Mother Nature signals is trying to warn us, NATO. We got a new terror threat. It's cold, the weather, more deadlier than any chemical, nuclear together. It's hotter in the winter, even hotter in the summer. Jesus, Buddha, somebody come and help us out. Wow, well, now there are many other phrases, but you can look for it. It's fantastic because it is, yeah, a plea. help us because we are destroying the planet. Thank you. Have a great day, a great weekend, and I hope you join us more frequently to all these events. And my pleasure to meet you. It was so great to have you, to have your interaction. I hope I have been a good motivator, and it is a sorry that there were 40 people in the list. Only 10 made it, but the most important is that those who made it gave their best and participated beautifully and made this interaction awesome. Thank you from the deep of my heart. Lots of blessings.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Good night.
Thank you,
Good
teacher.
day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
teacher. Thank you.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Excellent, Andres. Juan Felipe, if you want to join us any other time, just tell us, you see?
Excuse me, teacher?
Whenever you want, you join us and you keep on practicing with us, yeah?
Oh, thank you, thank you. Yes, it's very important for my job.
And tell other people, hey, let's go and look for Martin.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thank you, teacher. Bye-bye. Take care.